Hey loves!
Today's video is the Christmas tag because I did that. Wow, I just sounded really weird. Let's start over.
Today's video is going to be the Christmas tag because I did the fall tag and all the other tags, and I love Christmas and I just really wanted to do this. I just picked one that I found online. I don't know if there's a specific Christmas tag. I found a few, but I found one that sounded pretty fun. I never knew who to tag on these, so whoever wants to do this, do it and put your video below because I really want to see your answers. So I figured since it's getting closer to Christmas, this video will put us all in the Christmas spirit. So let's get started. Question number 1, what is your favorite Christmas film? Obviously, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I mean, it's not like an actual, like if I had to say Christmas movie, I would say Frosty the Snowman because that's just cute. But honestly, the Christmas movie that I watch all the time is Christmas Vacation. Like, it's hilarious, it's fun. It may not be appropriate for little kids, but it is, oh my god, if you haven't seen it, watch it. It's perfect. Like, it's like exactly how you think Christmas would go in a big family. Like, it was not perfect because, you know, in some movies it shows you how it's like, oh my god, oh, we had the best Christmas ever, it's perfect, blah blah blah. Well, nothing goes right in this, and it's hilarious, and I love Chevy Chase and everybody, and I love all the National Lampoon movies. So this was just perfect, and it is definitely my favorite Christmas movie. Question number 2, have you ever had a white Christmas? Every year. I'm in Pennsylvania, so we have snow from like freaking October until May. Not really, but it's pretty close to that. So I think there's only been like 2 or 3 Christmases where I've had a little bit of snow and like you can see the grass, but every other one where I'm at, we always have snow. There's a lot of traditions up here, like if you get furniture to just one place, if it snows at least 3 inches on Christmas, you get it for free. A lot of people do that. But yes, definitely there are a ton of white Christmases where I am, and there's always snow, so it's always nice and looks pretty in the morning. Question number 3, where do you usually spend the holidays? I alternate ever since I got older and I moved out. I alternate between my mom and my dad. It depends on if I'm on call or not, so it gets kind of tricky. Like this year, I'm on call Christmas Eve, so I can go to my dad's, so I'm going to my mom's Christmas Day. I'm on call the day after, so I'm not going to my dad's for Christmas until the 27th. So it's kind of like we celebrate Christmas for like a week because it's hard to get everybody together at the same time. But when I was younger, we'd always go to my grandma's Christmas morning at like 8 a.m. and we'd be there all day, and then we go to my grandma's Christmas Eve, my other grandma's, so we do like Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, so we get it all in. But now that I'm older, it's just spread out, and I alternate between my parents because I don't want one to think that I'm not going to their house or ignoring them on Christmas. It's just hard when I'm on call. It just it's difficult. Question number 4, what is your favorite Christmas song? Definitely Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I mean, I love all Christmas songs. Like if I had to say a slower song, like a more traditional song, I would say White Christmas, the Bing Crosby version, because I love that song. It's so smooth, and like I could listen to that and fall asleep to that song. But if I had a song that I wanted to sing along and have fun to, it'd definitely be Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, because who doesn't love that one? Because you can sass it up and be like, yeehaw! Not yeehaw, woohoo. Question number 5, do you open any Christmas presents on Christmas Eve? If I'm at my mom's, yes. It's difficult like when I'm not there, but if I spend the night at my mom's before Christmas, she definitely lets me open one. But then she's like, well, I can't remember which one is like part of another gift, so usually she lets me open one because she's just as impatient as I am and she cannot make me wait. But like I said, when we had Christmas at my grandma's, we would open all of our presents on Christmas Eve. So it, like, once again, it all depends. But yeah, I'm not patient enough to wait, and I like to give people gifts early too. So it's kind of like you want to open on Christmas Eve, but then you want them for Christmas Day. So it's like, oh, it's a hard decision. Question number 6, can you name all of Santa's reindeer? I think I definitely can. There's Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, and Rudolph. So that's 9, 10. There's 10, right? I don't know. Yeah.
The Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all?
Okay, I'm done. Question number 7. What Christmas traditions are you looking forward to this year? We don't really have a lot of traditions. We do have the tradition of we wake up early, open all our presents, eat cookies for breakfast, and then go back to bed. At my mom's, we start usually later in the day, so we'll spend all day watching Christmas movies and we open our presents and we usually have our meal. Like we always have ham because I love me some ham gravy because that's usually what I wait for on Christmas because everybody else has like turkey or chicken on Christmas and we have our ham. It's not that much out of the ordinary like a tradition was, but I love, like I hate gravy, but I love ham gravy, so it's weird. So I always wait for the ham gravy on Christmas. Question number 8. Is your tree real or fake? Mine is fake. As you can see, I have that pink one back there. I also have a 5.5 foot one that I showed you guys earlier, also fake. And my mom has a fake one. My dad has a real one because we go for it every year and he loves to have a nice huge Christmas tree. So I think his real huge Christmas tree is big enough to fan out to mine, because I would get a real Christmas tree, but I don't want to clean up the mess because it just gets so messy and I just can't handle that. Number 9, what is your all-time favorite Christmas treat or sweet? We don't have a specific, like we have the same treats all the time, like any holidays, but I always am waiting for, my grandma makes the Rice Krispie treats where she puts the peanut butter in the Rice Krispies and they're really soft and gooey and she puts the chocolate on top, so they're not like regular Rice Krispie treats with just marshmallows in it. They're so good. Then my aunt makes this red velvet cheesecake. It's kind of like the cheesecake from Cheesecake Factory, but it's better. I don't know how you can get better. Sorry, my phone went off. But it is amazing, and I definitely wait for the sweets because my family, if there's one thing we do right, it is the sweets. You can tell by this, Sissy, because I didn't get this from eating carrots. Question number 10. Be honest. Are you a gift giver or receiver? I'm kind of both. I love giving presents. Like, I love buying things. I love seeing how people react. I love getting people what they want. Homemaking stuff, like anything that's gonna make them feel amazed, like, oh my god, I love this, I wanted this so much. But I do love getting presents. I don't know which one I like more. I think I like giving more to see the reaction on people's faces, and I'm sure people want to give me stuff to see my reaction because I do overreact sometimes. Number 11, what was the best Christmas present you have ever received? This is difficult because I'm sure I've received a lot of things like when I was younger that I loved a lot, but right now, the one thing I can think of is a couple years ago, it's the most stupidest thing. I really wanted an iPod because I had the Nano forever and I got the iPod Touch like when they first came out. I think so it was like 2008. Did they first come out? I don't know. Anyway, so I really wanted one and I didn't think anybody would get one because my parents had just got divorced, so you know, they weren't really big on the money, like they didn't have a lot of money. Well, I went to my grandma's for Christmas Eve and my mom and Keith gave me my present and it was in a bigger box and I opened it and it was one of those things like, oh my god, what are you guys doing to me? So I opened it, but then finally I got to the iPod Touch box and I was like, is this real? And I start bawling. Like, I don't know why I get this way. I'm getting teared up right now. But I just like the other day with the Elf on the Shelf, I just get so emotional very easily. I started bawling and they're like, what's wrong? Do you not like it? I'm like, no, I love it. Because it's so hard because when you start crying, people think you hate it. I'm like, no, I love it so much. And then my grandma was like, what's wrong with Amber? And everyone was asking what's wrong with me. And then people were laughing at me. But I'm like, I can't help it. I just get so happy when I get what I want. And like it was the 32 gig. So then I was like, oh my god, this is way too much. And like I was freaking out and it was just crazy. So I overreacted a little bit. Question number 12. What would your dream place to visit on Christmas be? Did I say that right? What would be your dream place to visit on the holiday season? I want to be cliche and say New York, like Rockefeller Center. It's so gorgeous and like all the lights and the trees and it's so amazing. I live close to New York, but I've never been there, so it would be fun to go. I mean, it'd probably be super crazy and busy, but I feel like I would still love to do it and I would still have a fun time and it'd be great. Question number 13. Are you a pro present wrapper or do you fail miserably? I fail miserably. I bag everything. I put it in a bag, put some tissue paper on it, and boom. And everybody gets mad at me because they're like, we want to open presents. You're still opening the bag. Get over it. I just, like, every time I try, like, unless it's a box, like a regular sized box and I can just fold it up and bam, like I can do it. But if it's anything that's weird shaped or large or too small, I can't do it. So if you get a present from me, it's gonna be in a bag because I don't wrap presents and I'm not afraid to admit it. I fail miserably. Question number 14. Favorite holiday moment? I really this is sad, but I can't remember anything amazing that sticks out. Like I can remember some little things like the iPod thing, and I remember like when I got my first Power Rangers suit was amazing. I like to think that every holiday is special. Like I don't know, I don't really have a preference. I love them all. Plus I don't have a good memory. So I mean, I kind of bummed on this question, but all my holiday memories are my favorites, I guess you could say. Question number 15. What made you realize the truth about Santa? Okay, so hopefully you guys are all old enough and I don't ruin anything for you, but I realized that Santa wasn't real probably when I was, oh God, I don't remember how old I was, but I know my cousin ruined it for me because he was 2 years older than me, and his mom was kind of weird about that sort of thing, so she was telling him, he's not real, get over it, blah, 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 blah. So then he would keep telling me, and I would be crying all over the place, and my parents would still be trying to like, Amber, he's still real. It's not Mommy and Daddy, because my mom would say, one year I went up to her and she's like, man, I know Santa's real because you guys would never get me all this stuff. I mean, that's kind of bratty, but I said that and my mom's like, yeah, I can remember that. So then when I did find out it was really them, I was, you know, oops. But it was hard because having older cousins and things like that, it really ruined it because they found out sooner than I did. So then they kind of ruined it for me. Question number 16. Do you make New Year's resolutions and do you stick to them? It depends on the year. Now that I'm older, I do try to make some New Year's resolutions. I don't really stick to them. Like sometimes I make smaller ones. Like I'm working on them right now because I just want to, you know, I'm going to try to actually stick to them this year because everybody does that. I want to lose weight. But, you know, that's not going to be one of my goals. That's something I'm already going to try to start on. But I'm going to try to make easy resolutions. They're short term or long term that I can keep going and keep fulfilling, because if you make them too big you're more likely to not stick to them. So it's easy to stick to smaller goals and resolutions so you can feel better about yourself when you actually do them. And the last question, number 17, what makes the holidays special for you? I'm also going to be cliche again for this one and say being around my friends and family, because I don't get to go down to my dad's as much and see my grandma and papa and my cousins and my aunts and uncles and, you know, my stepbrothers and sisters. It's so difficult. So it is nice to all get together, and some of them are from out of state, so they're here too, and it's nice to just sit and have some drinks and food and be merry with everybody, and it just, you know, it's such a good time. Even if you're just sitting there watching a movie together, you're all together, and I like spending it with my mom and stepdad and stepbrother, and it makes everything nice, and it's just a good time. So that's my favorite thing. I don't have any specifics. It's just being able to spend time with everybody that I love. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and like I said, if you do the Christmas tag, let me know down below because I want to know your answers, and I hope these tags aren't too boring. This one was kind of exciting and I did like it, so there was 17 questions, so it's a little bit long. But anyways, I love you guys and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!